Hey, what up, everybody? Benji Bruce here, and let's talk about some presentation skills real quick. You are on camera. You got to look good. You got to feel good. You got to sound good. You basically got to be me, right? No, I'm just kidding. Sort of. So the other day, I had a realtor friend, and she stopped by, and we were filming a video for her. And one of the things that I noticed that she did that pretty much everybody does when they start filming themselves on camera is they get all professional-like. So they get all stiff, and they're like, so today we're going to talk about marketing, and we're going to do a lot of marketing work. And so like they get really stiff on camera. So how do you overcome this stiffness, right? So let me show you a clip from her. It's going to be like a before and after, sort of. It wasn't before and after. It was more like one take and then another take. But really, I noticed she was being stiff in terms of what she was saying. So we changed it up a little bit. So here's the first one where you'll notice that she's kind of stiff on the camera.
Okay, so after it's on MLS, where all the buyers are at, we wait a few days, a week or two, depending on your specific situation. We let all the buyers preview your home online.
All right, so after I was watching her, I thought to myself, okay, how would I make sure that she kind of just eases up? Like what's gonna do it to where she's like, whoo, and she just loosens up, right? So I told her, like, all right, watch what happens when I sit down with you and we do an interview, and it's like an interview style. Watch how you change, and then that's literally what happened. Just watch this.
So the photos are number one. After the photos are done, we put it on MLS, and you know why we put it on MLS?
Why?
Because that's where all the buyers are.
All right, that makes sense.
All the buyers are on MLS.
So you notice how there was that shift. She said the same thing, but notice how she like eased up when we were doing the interview thing. And so when you are presenting, like on a camera, don't ever just get stiff. A lot of people, they want to get stiff. And what you need to do is you just need to exaggerate who you naturally are. So however you're like around friends, exaggerate that, and then you'll come across that way on camera, right? So like around my friends, I'm like, dude, I'm the smartest ever, right? So all you friends here, like, you guys thought you're smart. My IQ is way up there, right? And so I do things, and I say things like that around friends. I mean, like even more exaggerated than that. It's like a whole new level around friends. But basically, you want to think like, how are you around friends? That's how you want to be on the camera. So when you are presenting, and you want to think in terms of exaggerating, right? So in fact, look at Michael Jackson. Look at people who are entertainers like that, like Michael Jackson, pretty much. You'll notice that Michael Jackson, he doesn't just dance. He's not just like, he's not dancing. Like, he exaggerates every movement, like everything. It's not even just like him turning his head. He's like, it's like everything is exaggerated. And by doing that, people naturally pay attention to you. And so if you come across as stiff on camera, you come across as like professional and everything, and then people just get naturally bored because it's monotone. It just all looks the same, sounds the same. So you got to think like, how am I around friends? And that's how you're going to start to loosen up when you're on camera. Just how am I around friends? Let me exaggerate that style on camera, and then bam, just like that, you're going to be the next Benji Bruce. Just don't wear purple like me, or I'm going to pimp slap you. So it's like, this is literally what I do.
Yeah, you're really
all the
good
time.
at it. Yeah.
So it's like, basically what I'm doing is I'm thinking along the lines of, like, when you say something, how do you make it interesting after or before you say it?
Yeah.
That's why I mentioned the kids and all that stuff, to where it's more along the lines of you're kind of just playing around with whatever you're trying to communicate, and then that's what you're doing. That's why I said, like, the interview, it's easier because you play off another person's energy. So she was one of those where you would go on YouTube and type in like funny old people technology. She's one of those people. So she like she tried to record, and it was like too close. All you could see was like her mouth and stuff, and it was like all sorts of crazy stuff. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? And I was like, I told her, like, you should actually post that, because one time she even tripped. She was trying to do an open house thing. She was like, all right, Benji, I got this. And then she's like, all right, so I'm gonna show you the stitch. And she like tripped, and I was like, she's like, oh, I can't show that. I was like, no, that's exactly what you do show. Like, that's literally what people like. Yeah. And so it's like, that's why I was saying, like, whenever you mess up, that's stuff that you want to show. Like, even at the end too, like, especially at the end, bloopers, stuff like that. You can show stuff like that. And all sorts of stuff. Well, I say some crazy stuff in my videos. So
You do.
yeah, I say
You're like
crazy
ruthless
stuff.
a little bit.
Yeah.